Oh, that was annoying. Where can I learn how to? I'm still testing stuff. Okay. I'm doing this on my. Oh, shit. I'm just going to give it a few minutes. See if anyone wants to jump on. That is so going to fall. This is so annoying. I should have probably did this a little bit earlier, though. No, in all retrospect. If anything, people jump on. What I'll do is I'll jump off and then jump back on. Yeah. Um. Uh, I didn't want to. Oh, you know what? Let me know how the sound is. I know the bright lights and everything like that. Um. I don't know. I may have to jump off and then jump back on. But let me know about the sound if you can more. More. I'm doing this on my laptop, so it's a little bit different. And I want to kind of test it out anyway. Because it's easier to uh, do this. But let me know how the sound is. Got 3 people so far in the chat. Okay, good, good, good. I know the visual's bad. I may have to turn my camera around for a minute to kind of fix the light. But for the 3 people that's here, how's everyone doing today on this Sunday evening or night, depending on what your time frame is? We got 4 people so far. I gotta fix that because I know that's good thing I actually brought pants. Yep, that's just so. I'm glad people can hear me now. 1 minute. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. I was um I was talking to Moore and I went to his chat. Thank you. Thank you. I was talking to Moore in the chat and I was like, they're probably gonna wind up sending her to jail. Because here's the thing, if she somehow gets free or they exonerate and everything like that, it's gonna be great. But I feel like at the same time the suspense comes from the fact that we don't know, we don't know which way it's gonna go. And I just feel like they're gonna sit there and send her to jail and people are gonna sit there and be watching, trying to connections unstable. Let me know if things are acting up because I don't know, my YouTube studio saying one thing and yet I can see me doing everything fine. So let me know if the connection's good or if it's like, going in and out. If it is, I'll just switch to my cell phone. But Michael, let me know in the chat. That'll be really nice. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. So not there. First of all, sorry for the late start. When I used my laptop, I guess I had to sit there and try to hey Jay, how you doing today or tonight? Anyway, doing live on a laptop was a little bit different. It took me a minute to kind of get used to it. So sorry for the late start. I didn't know how to deal with that. So that was fun. And dishing days. Okay. Well, if you're in there, tell them I said hi. I guess they're doing a live stream right now. Hey Gene, how you doing? How is everyone doing today? I know it's kind of awkward sitting there eating, but it's hard for me to really do that on my cell phone while I'm sitting there talking. And last time we were going for a minute, like 3 hours. So yeah, I didn't really know which one to talk about because honestly, to tell you the truth, I watch all four of the soap operas, and I'm watching Friday's episode of Y&R now. So, But I always feel like GH is probably the most popular one, or at least the most that people are watching. But let me know, everyone in the chat, what are you watching right now? This way I can kind of get a better sense of the conversation, which direction it should go in. So, Kevin, you've been watching it for 42 years. Yeah. I've been watching it for 20 years. So, and Gene, you're watching all four of them. Well, Gene, which one? Hey, Janet. GHB and YNR. Yeah, Janet. B&B is shorter. It's much easier to digest. How you doing, Janet? How's your day, evening, or night, depending on what your time zone is? So, Kevin, you tell me you've been watching this since. Okay, you've been watching it for a while. I just didn't think about that for the like math wise. I was like, but yeah, no, B&B is a lot. B&B is looking like it's going to be getting good this week. And I saw the previews, and already I'm just like, Steppy is going to annoy the living hell out of me. Oh, okay. You're in Dallas, Texas. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Jenna. YNR definitely drags. Oh my God. YNR is actually the most difficult one to sit there and review because I mean, like you can't really recap it. So DC is in the chat. DC is killing it. Okay, I'm learning things from him. If you're not subscribed to DC, definitely subscribe to him. We do collabs every now and then, and you know, damn, DC, you think YNR? Wait, DC, if you feel YNR, hmm. Okay, DC, do you think that B&B should be an hour long? Yeah, Janet. I mean, that's my guy right there. I don't just sit there and shout out anyone. Okay. So, DC, do you think that B&B should be an hour long? YNR drags. Okay. I don't know. I feel like sometimes, like by the time stuff starts to get good in B&B, it's like it just stops. And of course, they got three people. They got like three storylines, and one of them, of course, is filler. So that's always fun. But I'm still somewhat new. It's weird for me to sit there and say somewhat new. DC, I will agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that. Like dead ass serious, I really would. And now, I mean, granted, like they're doing an investigation thing, so that's kind of interesting, but it's not as interesting. Yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, DC. I feel like that with B&B sometimes. That's why sometimes like I'm listening up there, I'll be writing and I'm just like I'm not even gonna bother to write this because I wrote this yesterday, so I'm not gonna write it again. Anyone watches Days also? Anyone in the chat watches Days? I feel like I'm yelling for it. No Days for me. Okay. You watch Days, Gene? What do you think of Days so far? I mean, I would sit there and say Janet. I would sit there and say maybe try it. Give it a week. Give it 1 week. And if you don't like it, then well, I understand. But I would sit there and say give Days a chance. I wouldn't say that for like why and art. I mean, yeah. Yeah, DC. Days have been killing it this week. Don't get me wrong, I love GH. That is a show I've been watching forever. But what's up, Alicia? Alicia is in the chat. It's always good to see you. Yeah. Why not here, DC? Why not uh that I mean, I respect the fact that all of them have a different I respect the fact that all of them have a different energy flow. What is uphill? Yeah, Gene, I mean I can't blame you. So what that mean I don't know how to scroll back and forth, but what show do you watch Gene, besides Days? Yeah, yeah, they go in phases, but it's like when Peter was there, when Cyrus was there, it was something going on. Like even with Esme being there, and I know a lot of people don't like Esme, but she's starting up the pot. She's causing trouble, and I enjoy that. Janet, yeah. Well, Janet, I mean the 80s and the 90s was a wild time. I mean, you can you can get away. You could have got away with way more stuff back then than you can now. So, but to be fair, I did look at little clips of B&B, and I can definitely see like I don't want to sit there and say it went downhill, but okay, Gene. So you still got GH. What do you think of GH and Y&R? Sandy Moon is in the chat. What is good? Yes, DC. That's been what is good, Samuel. We just talking about all the stuff that's going on in the soaps, GH, Days, Y&R, B&B. Almost forgot that one. Sandy Moore. I could not agree more. Yeah, they do, and it's annoying. It is really annoying. GH got to do better. Damn right, they got to do better. I mean, they've been on. 25. What is good? 25. GH sucks. Okay. I can't. I can't totally disagree with you. I mean, I think certain stories just not really going anywhere, and it's like we got the whole Willow thing, and now she's sick, but she won't tell Michael because Michael's having problems with his family. I'm just like, oh, what are you doing? You know, Samuel, I agree with you. Thank you, 25. Well, I got one more year. So August 22nd is my birthday. And so for that day, I'm gonna watch the soaps, but I'm not gonna do any reviewing on it though. But I'll pick it back up on Tuesday though. Yeah, Gene, I don't. Yeah, it ain't working for me out there. Yeah, hell, I don't disagree with you. Yes, I was about to sit there and slam my damn hand on the desk. Yes, DC. StreamYard one day. 25. What is StreamYard? Well, you don't look it, so whatever you're doing more, keep it up. Yes, anymore. I've been watching Jake since 2000. So yeah, I definitely agree with you. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up. 25. I'll definitely dabble in it. No, DC, I'll be 39. I'll be 39. Thank you though. Thank you, DC. Yeah, yesterday me and my friends celebrated my friend's birthday, which is actually today. We celebrated yesterday, so next week we're gonna celebrate mine. Thank you, Samuel. Really appreciate it. Still a baby. Thank you, Sammy Moore. Yo, Sammy Moore is awesome. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, Gene. I really appreciate it. CBS. Yo, hell. All right. Tell me why. Tell me why CBS soaps are the worst. Ah. Oh, thank you, DC. Yeah, hell. I really want to know why you think that CBS soaps are the worst. I mean, they just move at a different pace, and the pace just not working for me sometimes. Okay, Gene. Why is CBS soaps the worst? I really want to hear this answer. Or the worst currently. Okay. I still want to know why. Thank you. 25, I was actually thinking about saying that, but I was like, I don't know why, but I feel like if I say that, I'll be canceled. I don't think it would matter, but still. Okay. All right. I see where you're coming from, Hill. But sometimes when I hear people talk about stuff that's repetitive, um, 25. I mean, Well, to be honest, it's not a different experience. It's more about the person, really. I've never dated anyone based off of color. To answer your question, 25, I mean, either you suck as a girlfriend or you don't. It doesn't really matter which color you are. Samuel, I can see where you're coming from. I can definitely see where you're coming from. Um, 25, you did not come in at a rude place. Thank you for the question and thank you for joining. Appreciate you, for real. Yeah, Jane, I mean, I agree with that about the repetitiveness. But that's the thing about soap operas. Like, in the chat, we got a lot of people that have been watching this show for years. So I feel like after a while, doesn't most stuff kind of become repetitive? It's not that they're saying they're not being repetitive, but when you've been watching anything for a while, it starts to show its age. So stuff doesn't really surprise you as much um, as they did back then. That's why I'm looking at this Trina trial. Like they're probably going to want to, I don't want to say throwing her in jail, but they're going to probably want to. She's probably going to wind up in jail. Probably going to wind up in jail. And I know a lot of people. Here's the thing: a lot of people are going to be upset about that, and they have a right to be upset about it. Like Morris said, if you want to sit there and watch black people get thrown in jail for something that they didn't commit, she could just watch the news. I agree with that. Yeah, now 25, you can pretty much ask me anything. I mean, I'm either going to say I'm going to answer it or I'm not. So, thank you, Janet. Janet, you're amazing. Not just because you agree with me, but, just all the support. And by the way, for anyone that's been watching Y&R, you know, oh, Shakira, that would be funny if she did. I agree, DC. Yeah, 25. Yeah, my email's on the about page. Just definitely hit me up, and I'll be sitting there looking for that all week. Thank you, Janet. Rob is in the chat. Alex is going to be messing with Alex and Chanel. Ali and Chanel. Yeah, I know what you meant, Alex. I know what you meant, Rob. You know what, Hill? I will agree with you on that, Hill, as far as dates is concerned. And this is coming from a diehard person that loves GH, and I will 100% agree with you. And Rob, yeah, I can definitely see Alex and that they're trying to, you know, I feel like they're gonna try. I feel like they're gonna sit there and try to do some sort of threesome thing, and that's gonna be interesting. Samuel, cartoonish. I mean, besides like bringing people back to lives and life and the possession stuff, Thomas and Paris pairing. Um, I don't know. It's hard to sit there and say Rob because Paris is not exactly my favorite person. Paris a lot of times is just all over the place. The fact that she told Thomas, "Oh well, I can't see you because I'm in a relationship. I'm in a committed relationship. That changed fast. Oh, Shakira, I am waiting for that. Oh, it's gonna be so great. And that sounds so dickish, but I really can't wait for Nicole to sit there and cheat on Ray. Okay, Hill. So when you talk about, is it just so Hill? Is it just bringing people back from the dead part that you don't like? Samuel, to me, the characters, to me, becoming heroes. Okay. Oh, okay. DC. It makes me sit there and wonder. I don't have the history to speak on it, so. All right, Hill. So if it's not the possession and it's not the resurrection, what is it that you don't like that you find cartoonish? I am generally interested. I think again, my main issue with GH is that they just have too many characters. Yeah, I mean DC, that could work. I don't know how EJ will feel about that, but yes, okay, DC, okay, that would be interesting. And you know what? It will stop him from bickering with Ali and like, okay, DC, my dude is looking to get in trouble tonight. Okay, all right, DC, I hear you. Call me crazy. I'm not gonna call you anything. Now, your subscribers, on the other hand, uh, that's gonna be interesting. Yeah, hell, some of the stuff has to work because it is a soap opera, and it does play on the fantasy side. So some things I can let go, but other things it's Alicia. Nick deserves Esme. Yeah, because he's a dumbass. So yeah, yeah, no, Alicia, you're totally correct. Yeah, Samuel, I agree. I agree with the possession stuff, but I think they kind of have to take it a little bit on the cartoonist side because, to be honest, that stuff can actually scare the living hell out of me at times. My bad. Okay. Hey, Wiz, how you doing today or tonight? Depending on what your time schedule is. Again, I'm gonna repeat. Sorry for the delay. I had to sit there and set up my curtains, and as I'm sitting there trying to get stuff set up, I'm just like, who doesn't have this problem getting stuff set up? JLJ Media. He's been doing it for a hot minute. So yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for your patience. How's your day going, Wood? I didn't want to mispronounce your name. Oh, Alicia. Okay. So, Alicia, what did you think of the Christina and I forgot her professor's name. What did you thought of that? Another World. I heard of that soap opera. Okay, hell. Okay, Alicia. All right. I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. I don't know. I guess for me, I can kind of let it slide because I've dated older women before, so it's you know. But I get where you're coming from. Queen of the South, what's good? How you doing today? How's your Sunday afternoon going? Talking about the soaps, all soaps. I was about to sit there and steal DC Sanctuary's his intro. Samuel, okay. Um, Samuel, what do you thought of Thank You Words? No, I'm gonna be 39 the 22nd of this month. I'm definitely not an introvert. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I'll be able to do this if I was an introvert. So I wouldn't sit there and say introvert, unless you're talking about religion. You look like you're like 32, so I don't know what you're talking about. What? Yes, Hill. Yes, yes. Right on the money. I've been saying that for a while. They need to cut some of these people. Yeah, Alicia. Okay, I gotta sit there and try to find that on YouTube. Watch a couple of clips of it. Yes, Hill. I've been saying that for years. This is the one thing that I think all the reviewers can actually agree on. That GH just has way, way, way too many people. That is true, Samuel. And actually, tell you, the truth, I learned that from James when he was sitting there talking about that. As far as a lot of people not being on contract, and sometimes I sit there and I think about that. Yep, DC, same thing. Yeah, but certain characters. I mean, obviously, there's certain characters that people like. They love more than other characters. Um, so I think maybe they're just trying to please everyone. Yes, Andy Moore, like Drew and his wife dropping. Yeah, that's the one thing that all the reviewers so far that we know about. Brock, all of them. You got too many damn people. Yeah, Sammy. People got to work. You know what would it wouldn't be bad getting his wife to work if they would give her something to do, but they don't. It's like they just bring her in and she's some sort of manager consultant. I'm like, no one cares. Can you like either do something with her or don't add her to the show because it's like why? Yes, anymore. Shakira, I don't know who that is. But if you go in there, tell us hi. You're not a fan of his wife as an actress. Why? Is it because you're not doing anything with her, or you're just not a fan of her? Okay. Yeah, sometimes there's people who just, yeah. I don't think I've ever actually felt like that, though. Yeah, DC, I remember you were sitting there talking about that in your video. No chemistry. Who played Jada Hunt? Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you're on there, tell us if you do. Now, Janet, when you say that you have no chemistry, this is something I never understood. Like, people sit there and say that TJ and Molly have no chemistry. And I'm like, but, but they're dating. You know, Hill, Hill, I'm back in Thomas also. I'm not back in Steffi. That's like, oh, he needs to be with family. I'm like, so Liam and Hope aren't family, but I do back Thomas though. The Newmans and the Abbotts. Yeah, Janet, I agree. She's not doing anything. Well, Samuel, it's not because like it has nothing to do with biology, but I mean fathers do have rights, and I feel like that's something that was kind of annoying me a little bit. Jeremy was good. Yeah, yeah, Jeremy, and that's what I was going to say. I was like, just because she's not connected to him biology doesn't mean like, whatever. I agree with you though. I do. What I feel like YNR needed to pick up the pace for a while. Then he had something with Ashlyn, and now I mean they're doing an investigation, so that's going to be kind of interesting. But besides that, it's like Tess and Mariah. It's like, all right, I know a lot of people like them, but they don't really do anything. DC, that was stolen from me. Okay, I didn't. Yeah, that's the thing about like B&B. I learned a lot of my history through everyone here. So I'll take online, just make. I agree, Samuel. Hell, I gotta sit there and watch a Hallmark. I gotta watch a Lifetime movie. I gotta watch a good Lifetime movie. Yeah, Woods. Um, no, no. My family's kind of spread out. 25. I got some family that lives in Jamaica, and most of my family live out here though, in the states or in New York. Mm. I gotta take your word for it, Tom. Hell. Okay, Jeremy, that'll be interesting. Yeah, Samuel. Here's the thing with Samuel. I feel that because I was watching little clips of Jack, like back in the day, not the Mister Rogers version now. back in the day, Jack was kind of a dick. That's the Jack that I could sit there and jump on board with. This one now is like, vomit inducing. Damn. Yeah, Alicia is definitely a different pace, but it's fun. Live streams is something I just started doing recently. About 14 something people in here. That's what's up. You don't like the way that the actor's playing Thomas. Okay. I have to take your opinion for it because by the time I started watching it, it was pretty much just um, that actor. Oh, DC, thank you. My God. And thank you for also testing that because I want to make sure it worked. But thank you. First super chat. That is awesome. Thank you, DC. DC, did you get my text, by the way? I sent you a text like a couple of days ago. See, this is what, well, not just that, but just in general. Um, I'm gonna text you again this week because I want to know, I want to know your opinions on that. I'm not gonna sit there and say it out loud, but you know what I'm talking about. Like a lot of people prefer the old Ridge versus the new Ridge, and nah, DC, I want to know your opinion. Because I looked at that and I reread it and reread it and I still didn't understand it. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let me sit there and text you that. Jenny, you like the old one better? Yo, DC's a rock star. Not just that, but he also got that amazing interview out. Yeah, a lot of people felt that way. It's the same thing with EJ. There's a lot of people that prefer the old EJ, and then there's some people that wants to get the new EJ, a chance. I mean, I'm one of those people that came in late to the game, so and I actually love this EJ, so I'm with it. Now they got Bell back together with Sean, and I'm like, all right. I mean, what are we gonna do with EJ now? Like, what's gonna be his love interest? People need to let it go. Yeah, Samuel, I do agree with that. I do agree with that because even back in the day when they switched Jasons, I was like, you know what? I rock with it for a little bit. Um, Hill, why you don't like EJ? Chad, I can understand. I get that. But Chad has grown on me a little bit more, so it doesn't bother me as much. It's like Gabby. Gabby grew on me after a while. Queen of the South, Misty Old Ridge. Okay. I think also with the new Ridge or the actor that plays him, I loved him on Port Charles. So for me, it's just kind of an easy transition. I did not know that, Alicia. I mean, I know that he didn't want to come back for reasons. Um, I guess I would have gave the old EJ a chance, and I think he would have been fine. You know what? Hell, I will give you that. I will give you that. EJ is aware that he knows he could just be a dick. Chad could just be a dick and just not be aware of it because, well, just a privileged dick. I'm assuming that the audio is going okay because like no one's complaining about the audio, which is great because I don't have to sit there and use my phone all the time. Plus, whenever I sit on that bed, it's like, man, if I just lay back a little bit more, I probably just want to fall asleep. And I was actually worried. I was actually worried today about doing the stream because I was so tired at work and everything that I felt like when I got back, I was just gonna be like, but thank you, Gene. Hope I'm saying your name right because I'm bad with names. I was gonna sit there and say Adams, but I'm like, I'm pretty sure you want to be called Gene. So Philly Days one. What is the question mark for? If you're wondering like what we're talking about right now, well, it's the soaps. So if you're in the days, talking about days, GH, YNR, and BNB. Jennifer. I love that name, Jennifer. Jen. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so sorry. 2008, 2009. Yep, that's right. Um, okay. I mean, I have to take your word for it. I literally called you. I don't even know what I was even thinking. Oh, you don't use Instagram or Facebook. Okay. Well, like I said, you can always hit me up on my email. So yeah, no, yeah, definitely hit me up my email. I don't use a lot of social media. Yeah, a lot of people's not really into social media. I mean, like they'll watch videos. Oh my goodness, like so. There we go. No, it's my TV in the background. Yeah, a lot of people don't use a lot of social media. In certain social media, I won't even sit there and well, there's reasons why I don't tell people to go on my other socials. Yeah, really say anymore. You know, I was on YouTube for a while, but I didn't like as far as watching stuff. You go on TikTok. Yeah, I can't do this. I just no, I'm not doing whatever that is. I'm not. To be honest, I didn't even take TikTok seriously until people told me that you can get paid. Like I never want to be referred to as a TikToker, but I know people that actually do get paid money though. So I'm not gonna knock it. It's just not really for me though. Twitch. Still thinking about jumping back on Twitch. Sandy Moore. Sandy Moore. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, Sandy Moore. I don't blame you, Sandy. Not everyone is into like a lot of like social media and stuff like that. And some people honestly, here's the thing. The internet, I forgot something that my friend said, but it's like, you know what? The thing about the internet is that unfortunately anyone can jump on the internet. Um so yeah. Put a stop to that. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't do it before because I didn't know how to do it. I think that's what people got moderators for. So stuff like that doesn't happen. Um but yeah, no, not everyone's into social media though, you know. Like DC doesn't really do social media except for both here and Twitter. I actually forgot what it's called for a minute. And that's how we start like talking and stuff like that. Yeah, hell, I agree with you. You're not yeah. Yeah, Alicia, I do. Especially if I'm gonna be sitting there doing this more often. Because some people, like I said, they don't know how to act. So now, since I'm able to actually get money from YouTube, that could be something that I will be doing. I don't know why I'm sitting there. Samuel, yes. Samuel, your daughter does TikTok. You know, I know what you meant, Samuel. And in some ways, in some ways I agree, but in other ways I can understand how that could be a bad thing because I do streaming, but a lot of the older generation they don't really do streaming, and that's a whole other thing. I mean, hell, I just renewed my Peacock subscription. Yeah, hell. Remember I was there talking about that threesome with Ali, Alex, and Chanel. I feel like that's something that they were probably doing there. I mean, they wouldn't probably go all the way, but 199. No, that's I appreciate that. I don't know about 16, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, 25. Um, but yeah, no, I just renewed my Peacock subscription, so I know like I got Alicia you watch GH on YouTube TV. Now, Alicia, when you said that you watch GH on YouTube, do you mean like just the copy, like the bad copy, or like the one where it's like crystal clear, where I guess you pay like $2 or whatever? How does that work? Because I try to watch GH really early, and I always have to sit there and watch like on a really bad like video. DC, yes, like that. Well, no, no, no. Well, that's when that's the good copies. Interesting, Alicia. I may actually have to sit there and have you email me about that because every time I try to, yeah, Daily Motion is a good one. Yeah. Um, I watched B&B one year. Yes, Annie, I do think that she will go to jail because it'll give him more ratings. I like to be surprised. What do you mean? What do you mean you like to be surprised with? No, no. I mean that's true, Samuel. But I do. Okay, okay. I give you that. Yeah, hell, like I said, most shows are soap opera or soap opera related in some ways. I do. So you have to sit there and you have to give me the link to that afterwards. And also, um, I want you to answer that question for me, DC, if you can. Hmm. I mean, Alicia, it'll be interesting if she doesn't go to jail. I have this strong feeling like she will. Or your husband watched all AMC and One Like Live. Yo, I love One Like Live. Um, I sent you a DC. I sent you a screenshot of the conversation I had with another creator about why this person calls videos X, Y, and Z instead of reviews. Oh, you wasn't into One Like Live? Okay. So what was your first soap opera that you watched? Mine was One Like Live, by the way. Okay, cool. I definitely will. GH. Okay. All right. Yeah, I started on One Life, Port Charles, and then GH. Yes, more. I remember having that convo with you about Trina. Oh, back in the Luke and Laura days. Okay. All right, Woods. The good days. Was the Edge of Night. Okay. I gotta look that up. Alicia. I don't know when I was a kid. Dreadful is in the chat. Was good. How you doing today? Young and the Restless. Okay. 25. No, I have never been to the UK, but I want to go to the UK because it sounds awesome. Actually, a lot of people watch my channel from there. Edge of Night at 4. Wow. Oh, Samuel, Nikki. There was more. There was a soap opera called Loving. Steve and Harvey Days. When I was a kid. Okay, Jeremy. Yeah, a lot of people sat there and said it was GH was their purse. So B&B was your first hill. Okay, was AMC. Hmm, okay, Alicia. Yeah, I would actually. That's true, Alicia. I would have to think. Well, they caught Cyrus. Oh, Alicia, they caught Cyrus. So let's give him props for that. Sandy Moon, Ryan's Hope. Ryan's Hope used to. Samuel, you're gonna have to tell me why you don't like you don't like Port Charles. Sandy Moon. Ryan's Hope used to actually come on the SoapNet channel. Yeah, I give you that, Alicia. I give you that. Okay, I'm gonna have to sit there and think about some people. I know they called some people Alicia. I know he did some. I have to sit there and think about that because I'm drawing a blank. That's a bad thing, but still. Yeah, I heard Young and the Restless. Yeah, I mean Samuel. I heard Young and the Restless was that show. No, I know Sandy Moon, but they did actually play it. Um, a couple episodes on it. They did play a couple episodes on there because I remember they had one of the actresses that wound up playing Courtney's mother was from Ryan's Hope. Yeah, Alicia, I definitely take your word for that in the '90s because 2000s they there was something. Um, hell, I would go with GH. I would go with GH. Yeah, more. I can see people cursing out Victor. DC, you're right. It did come on at 10. And I remember I looked one time because I was like, "Where is this soap?" I was like, "Doesn't it start at 10 o'clock?" And then I asked some people, and it was like, "Yeah, it's not on anymore." Oh, Rob is going old school, not slant. I was going to say not slanting, Twin Peaks and Dark Shadow. Rob, was Twin Peaks an actual soap opera though? Okay, Sandy, well, now I got to sit down and see about this loving. What's it called? Loving? Why does it feel like it's a weird time? Yeah, Alicia, I didn't think it was a soap opera. I know it was like a drama and suspense and stuff. Yeah, so, Samuel. Now that you Smith there mentioning that, I do remember you saying that last time when I first started doing this. Yeah, DC, I can see that. I can see that. It is kind of early. But then again, yeah. I guess that kind of did work against it. Remember who shot J.R. Earrings? Yeah, Alicia, I kind of felt like that from the stuff that I've seen. Oh, you weren't interested in Port Charles also? But yeah, Sammy, I do remember actually having that conversation with you though. Dallas, primetime soap operas. Samuel, I can never hate you. But I feel like most soap operas, I mean, most shows have a soap opera element in it. Yeah, DC, I remember there was a character named JR in there. Also, I remember Adam and Stewart. I vividly remember those two characters. Yeah, I didn't watch that, but I heard it was kind of nutty. Yeah, 25. I'm into all type of music, so rap, metal, R&B, all of that. I just don't really find the time to really be able to listen to it. Saints and Sinners. Oh, at least you didn't like you didn't like the vampire and angel stuff. Okay. Or shoulder pads. Yeah, hell. I mean, if you can make it work, make it work. On the WB. Yeah, DC. Most people don't even sit there and remember the WB. You know, Alicia, like back, I don't think my expectations was really that high. So like, I didn't mind the whole vampires and angel stuff. I think now might be a kind of, might be kind of a problem. Uh, yeah, they're unfortunately they're canceling it. I mean, like they're canceling everything else on there. What was the name of that show, DC? I think they need to bring it back. I think they need to start bringing some of that stuff back, Alicia. Yeah, hell, but I mean it's a CW show, so it's some they're a mixed bag. Let's just put it that way. They're a mixed bag. I still love their stuff though. Yeah. No, I get it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like back in the day, DC actually I do remember that. I actually do remember that. Just let it go. So Samuel, I guess you're not in favor of the new well, if they ever actually do it, All My Children. Yeah. I mean, I remember it. I didn't watch it, but I was just like, if it's not cartoons, I didn't really care. So that's when you said that, I was like, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I enjoy their shows. Interesting. Um, yeah, I can agree to some extent on that. I can, but I don't know. I feel like at the same time, some reboots need to happen because I mean, no one's gonna go that far back and sit there and try to watch the old stuff. So it's like if they can introduce people into something new, make it work. Put it on the streaming service. Okay. Pretty sure a lot of the seniors probably won't like that, but okay. Who is the worst that ever produced? To be honest, so you got me. I that stuff I'm not really too sure about. I only just watch the shows. So right there. Okay. All right, Sam, you just answered it. Thank you. But see, that's the thing though. Like Sam, isn't it? They're talking about putting everything on streaming, which like it works maybe because of budgets and just in general. Enlighten us on the holier than one. If we're talking about current, really, I did not know that. JC, Tony Greer, like I have no idea who that is. See, you like saying when you like Michelle Stanford versus the new Cindy as Nina. That's right, I can't compare. You know, in the beginning, I wasn't fond of Sandy, but like over time, it made sense. And then when I started watching Y&R, you know, she's been doing Phyllis for so long that it just worked. It just worked. So Alicia doesn't like her. I'm done. I feel like she does. I feel like Michelle Stanford does a better Phyllis than she does Nina. And I watched her beginning being Nina. Sandy Moon only watches ABC soaps. Oh wow, that's what I did too. Because I just felt like, I mean, I didn't know at the time, so I just felt like all the other soaps, like NBC and CBS, it was just like, oh, they're not going to really talk modern like Dr. Roth. Shakira? Yes, I love Dr. Roth because he plays the mad scientist so well that even if I'm not liking the episode, he's just so over the top that it just works. What you, what you, Samuel? And I haven't even been watching Why I Know that much, and I'm with you. And she's been playing that character so long, she has everything down, even down to her body movements. Plus, she has no chemistry. Okay. Alicia, I will take your word for it because chemistry was never something that I really looked at. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like stuff between Brooklyn and Chase, like when they bounce off each other. But yeah, when it comes to us like chemistry and stuff like that, I always refer to DC because he's really good with that stuff. Shakira doesn't like Nina. Didn't lie. Well, I can't even actually even say that because sometimes I'm okay with Nina. Or you can see okay. DC could, but you can see Michelle Stanford with the actor that plays Valentino, right? You love Maureen. I was gonna sit there and say Maurice. You love Maureen. Would okay. You think so too, Alicia? Michelle Stanford needs to go. You mean I'm gonna call you Valerie if that's wrong. Michelle Stanford needs to leave on Maurice can't act fight me. All right, Samuel, where you want to meet at? That's my guy right there. He was on a Manny. Okay. Liz or Terry. DC wants that Austin and Terry love connection. Hey Samuel in the chat. Samuel wants all the smoke tonight. That's what it is. Used to love Sunny. What changed what? That's why I said Samuel wants all the smoke tonight. DC, do you really hate to say it? Do you really hate to say it? Because I'm for Nixon Falls. Okay, I can see that. I mean, those are some strong words, Samuel. But okay, some people actually liked him more when he got back from Nixon Falls. Now, if you want to call them hot ducks, that's cool, but let's see, where the hell is my damn battery at? All right, we got a little bit more power. Um, he's lost. You know, I said this a while ago, and I know no one agreed with me, and that's fine. These characters, you watch them 10, 15 something years, and characters in some way are like people. They grow, they change, and it's either for the best or for the worse. But, you know, I can respect this Sonny a little bit, a little bit. I don't fight me all because at least he's sticking to his convictions. As far as like, hey, I don't know. I kind of sat there. I was like, what the hell am I actually going with this? But I don't know. I think there's people grow and they change. And you like them or you don't like them. So, I mean, yeah, no, yeah, I, I agree with that, Samuel. I do. Like I said, that's just like I said, was Samuel wanted all the smoke tonight. All right, I'm putting that out. I didn't put out anything. He did it, and apparently DC wants to smoke too. So no, Jeremy, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. DC said the same thing. I mean, they're rotating people. Don't get me wrong, but it's like even with Liz. So that's now you know where he's at. Now you know where DC is at. Get Samuel too. Samuel wants to smoke. This guy's a classic. And that's the thing. Liz has been on the show for 27 something years, right? And what are we doing with her? Shakira, I'm gonna sit there and say Kristen because Kristen has more money and her family is much more influential. So I'm gonna sit there and say Kristen. That's true, Alicia. That is true. That is definitely true. Um, yeah, DC. We've been talking about that for a while. As far as Maurice just retiring and just doing YouTube, doing his channel, State of Mind, like a second banana. Damn, Jeremy. So I'm gonna call you girl. What's good? Thank you for joining the chat. I was gonna call you Sonia, but I don't think that's how you pronounce your name, and I don't want to mispronounce it. But how are you doing tonight? Well, yeah, Sammy, that too, Sammy. Samuel, Crystal don't play. Crystal does not play. Yeah, we've been saying that for a hot minute. Outside cooking, okay. Hope you're having a good day, and it's nice. Well, it's obviously going to be nice weather since you're cooking outside. So, yes, second banana. Um, how was I supposed to say? No, but Liz has been on the show for 20 something years, and we're now just going to start to get to her story. And you know what? I was thinking about this yesterday when I was in. All I'm going to sit there and say is she's been on the show for 27 something years. If they don't do right by her in the story and they drop it, or they like the whole Marshall reveal, which to this day still pisses me off. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be kind of pissed off. And I may actually start reviewing. I'll still review GH, but that may actually be second to days because she's been on the show for way too long, and we're getting bits and pieces of her story. I actually go out and buy some curtains. Um, but thank you. Um, I really feel bad for pronouncing your name wrong. And I don't want to just call you girl, but anyway, thank you for joining the chat. But yeah, no, if they don't do right by Liz, like we don't know if it's a DID story, we don't know if it's a ghost story, we don't know if it's Heather Weber or you know one of Franco's enemies that's like torturing her. We have no idea. Channeling why not sets designs from the 90s. Well, Sam, you also got to remember. I mean, I've said this before. GH has Disney money. Okay, they got money from Disney. Okay, so if it's prompted, they will get the best of what they get. But yeah, I just hope that like they do something really good with the story. Well, I appreciate having you, girl, because I don't want to sit there. I was gonna have to say things, say Sonia or Sony, but it's not Sony. So, but thank you for joining. Yeah, the Metro Car upgrade looks good. The pool looks good. They got a spa and everything. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wind up. The next stream that wind up doing. I like doing it on my laptop, but it's like the battery power is like just not there. Right down to like 20-something%. But no, the sets look good. Yeah, Alicia. Yeah, yeah. Me and DC are practically like Maurice has one more year, and then that's it. If even that, if even that. Hell, I would sit there and say like maybe March of next year. Even that. Hell, I would sit there and say like maybe March of next year sometime. We'll start to see more signs of him just being like done. Yeah, it was. I mean, it makes sense. Maurice plays a very dark. He played a very dark character for a while, and if you know him in real life, Scotty. Yo, Scott. Yes, girl. Scotty reminds. I'm just gonna call you by your last name. Reminds me a lot of my dad. I don't know why, but Scotty always reminds me of my dad for some odd reason. I think that's why I actually really love the character, which is odd, but I'm gonna let it go. Um, Scotty and Lisa. See, yes. See, that's my whole thing. I'm not normally into like couplings and stuff like that, but like I rock with Scotty and Lisa. You know, I rock with them. Uh, Scotty is another person who's been on the show for a while. Yeah, Sandy Moon. I feel you. I feel you. Sonny and Jason was my favorite characters when I first started watching the show, so I get it. Oh, was okay. Wow, you been yeah. Wow. So was how was it then phrase this? How did you okay? Since you've been watching since you were a kid with Scotty, what did you think about his character? Like, how have you been enjoying his character? You've been watching the character since he was a kid, and now you're still watching him. So, I guess what was that like? In a weird kind of sense. It's like now that I think about it, it's like I watched Molly grow up on this show. That is the weirdest thing. Jay Sam was the best couple. Jeremy, you was a Scotty and Laura fan. Okay. I feel like here's the thing, Jeremy. I feel like if you would have said that back in the day, especially during the whole Luke and Laura thing, people might have been looking at you kind of side eye. I'm just saying. Sam and Jason. I mean, they complimented each other. They did. They complimented each other, and then you know what? I don't even get into that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that, Samuel. Samuel, Scotty actually, or the actor Ken, whatever his name is, he was on Y&R for a little bit. He was on Y&R for a little bit. I remember watching that. Yes, Annie. Yes, girl. Ava. I like Ava. I like Ava a lot. Samuel's a mess. Was Samuel a mess now, or was she a mess back then? Yeah, I love Ava. You know what? I loved Ava when she first came on, and she wasn't afraid of Carly. I don't. I don't now. Okay, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Yeah, I loved the Ava back in the day. The Ava that was just like, you know what? I just don't care. Like she wasn't backing down from Carly. She was. I mean, they had the whole love triangle thing with the whole Ava and Kiki and Morgan. That was just weird. Oof. Okay. All right. Because I don't want to sit there and switch. I don't want to sit there and switch them up. I want to. Could I actually even do that? Just because my laptop battery is kind of low now. So let me see how that would even work. Kiki was annoying. Kiki did start to become kind of useless towards the end of um of her run. I will say that. I mean, because nope, and no one's in there is on there. Okay, that's not gonna work. So I was not just trying to go live on my phone, and granted I can do it, but it's already live streaming on this on my laptop right now, and since my battery is kind of low, um, I'm gonna have to cut the stream kind of short, unfortunately. But I will definitely pick it back up next week and probably on my phone since this has a larger battery life than my laptop for some odd reason. Rob, he needs a break. This dude's been working hard. So where am I? It was great seeing you too. Thank you for coming in on the live. I want to thank everyone for coming. Thank DC Sanctuary for the super chat. I really appreciate that. It was actually really good seeing everyone here. Like this was fun. This was a lot of fun. I started off so tired that I wondered was it actually going to be really good. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you, Samuel. It was great. Girl, it was great seeing you. Rob, Wood, Jeremy. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming on the live. Shakira. Kind of going by the names fast. Sandy Moon. And you know who you are if I didn't sit there and say you, but if I didn't sit there and say your name. But I want to thank everyone for coming on the live. This was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see everyone here next Sunday. Hopefully I don't get a hangover in, but next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah. Bye. I'll see everyone throughout the week. So thank you, Janet, for coming on live. Jean, not Jean, Jen. Thank you so much, Jen, for coming on live. And hit that like button, like Wood says. I really appreciate every single person who came on. This was a lot of fun, and I mean, I was just tired from the day before, so. And Dreadful, Queen of the South, Jen, and thank you. Also, I'm sorry I mispronounced your name for like half of the chat. Really, really, I'm sorry about that. Um, and girl, can't pronounce your name. And anyone in 25, if you're still on here, if you want to hit me up in the email, just send the about section. So, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be going. Everyone have a great night, and I will see everyone in the next live and probably throughout the week doing one of my 4 reviews.